Holla if you hear it. It's the only goddess with a message from spirit. What's coming down from the divine spirit guides, ancestors now? What's coming down? All right. My Virgos. What does my Virgos need to know, Spirit? What is the message for this month? But it doesn't matter when they receive this reading. It's timeless. So whenever you see it, you are supposed to. But what is the message? What is the affirmation they need to know at this time for the greatest and highest good? It says, I have the capacity to love I have the capacity to love others more fully when I love myself first. I have the capacity to love others more fully when I love myself first. At the bottom of the deck today, I take action over perfection. I will practice peace today. Today, I take action over getting stopped by perfection. I will practice peace today. So that is definitely a Virgo trait. It's perfectionism. So I'm not surprised that you got that affirmation. But one thing you have to realize is that not everything is going to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. So once we come to the conclusion that imperfection is okay and perfection is a superpower, it makes it easier to maneuver. It makes it easier to make decisions. It makes it easier when things don't go your way. It makes it easier when we release the expectations of people and expecting people to be perfect or to know you or to read you or to understand you when you don't even understand you, or you don't even make yourself or your standards clear. Heavy on you needing to establish your standards from the jump. Heavy on you needing to establish boundaries from the jump. Okay? It's easier to love others more when you love yourself fully. A lot of you have a bad habit of putting yourself last and putting others first, Virgos, and that is a problem. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be drained while everybody else who is feeding off of your energy is walking around like everything's good. So establish from the beginning, yeah, Nine of Swords. You're feeling very frustrated, very overwhelmed at this time. You're overthinking and your anxiety is off the charts. Strength card in the reverse, Leo energy. So yeah, it's important for you to establish your boundaries, establish what you will and will not tolerate. Okay, Ten of Wands in the reverse. Drop those burdens. Drop those one-sided connections and relationships. Okay, drop those zeros. Okay, Seven of Swords. Okay, stop dealing with people you have to question. Okay, when you truly love yourself, you wouldn't even allow a questionable motherfucker in your fucking presence. Okay, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So we have 1010. We'll be seeing that number a lot. But that is talking about the ending of tough cycles. We have 7 of Swords, so we have 7-7. 3 of Swords. Wow. I mean, 7 of Wands, not 7 of Swords. Well, we do have 7 of Swords, but I said that twice. So 7 of Wands in the reverse. 3 of Swords. So like I said, some of you guys may have a hard time establishing those boundaries. Okay, 2 of Swords in the reverse. You needing to, you severely needing to establish boundaries with people, or they're going to run over you every time. Okay, 3 of Cups in the reverse. So really needing to evaluate your circle, reevaluate the people around you, and really needing to protect yourself and protect your peace from users and abusers. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you spend too much time trying to be perfect for everybody else, trying to be there for everybody else, trying to be the perfect wife or husband, the perfect girlfriend or boyfriend, the perfect friend, the perfect family member. But you allow people to walk all over you, Virgo. That's not okay. That's not cool. Okay? And it's very heartbreaking to you. It's very taxing. And you deserve better. You deserve to be at peace and know that the people around you have your best interests. But you've been dealing with a lot of sneaky people. I feel like you guys may have been having nightmares about some people recently who This could, like I said, could be your partner, it could be your lover, somebody who has had you in a third party situation, somebody who was a liar, somebody who is really sneaking around behind your back, and you're having a hard time admitting this. It's almost as if you don't feel like you can do any better, like you deserve better, and you freaking do. Okay, like what is this fear that you have of moving forward? What is this fear of change that you have? Okay, I don't know if you're afraid that you're gonna prove people right. Something about this. Maybe your real soul tribe has told you that this person is toxic and you just love them so deeply that you didn't want to believe it. Perhaps you're having a hard time moving on from the past and it's causing you a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of frustration, a lot of pain. And you needing to be mindful of this. You needing to learn from this and release this. Stop looking back at the past, because the past is holding you hostage from your abundant future, which you deserve. So in order for you to really move on from this, you have to deal with it. You can't run from it. You can't, act as if everything is okay, trying to be perfect when everything is not okay. Because the more you focus on perfectionism, the more you will not be at peace. That's why you got today. I take action over getting stopped by perfection. I will practice peace today. So whatever it is you're having that you may be afraid of starting, you may be afraid of going for, it's important for you to stop letting perfectionism get in your way. Stop letting fear and anxiety for what's the outcome will be to get in the way. Stop letting imposter syndrome. Stop letting the things of the past and the things that other people have going on to distract you. Okay? A lot of the people that you may be comparing yourself to right now, Virgo, they had to start somewhere too. They didn't come out the gate perfect. And first of all, they're not perfect. Nobody is. So they didn't come out the gate knowing what the hell they were doing. And you're not going to know what you're doing out the gate either. But it's about learning as you go. It's about going with the flow. It's about making changes and adjustments along the way. And not beating yourself up if something doesn't happen the way that you want it to happen. Not being so hard on yourself because you don't have the same type of equipment somebody may have, or you don't have the same type of, look or the same type of concept that other people may have. Don't stop comparing your concept to everybody else. Yours is unique because it is you. Okay, so focus on, being better to yourself, on growing within yourself. And that is going to change the way everything falls into place. But everything cannot fall into place if you're afraid of starting. If you're afraid of being misunderstood, if you allow imposter syndrome to get in the way, because I feel like imposter syndrome is really fucking with my Virgos right now. Like, you're not good enough. I feel like that's some of the negative thoughts and the anxiety that your ego is doing a number on you mentally. Like, you are really like questioning yourself, questioning your abilities, and you need to drop your ego and just be you. Be authentic, okay? Be you. Being you is your superpower. Stop trying to be like everybody else and just be yourself, okay? Because until you find the courage to be yourself and find the courage to establish those boundaries, find the courage to let people know when they got you fucked up, it's going to keep you in this unpleasant space, in this uncomfortable space. It's going to keep luck from being on your side. So it's time for you to really drop these burdens and close out these tough cycles with this 1010 here. You may be seeing that angel number a lot. So it's time to close out this tough cycle, drop the limitations and the burdens that were never yours to carry in the first damn place, and drop the dead weight that needs to that you need to release as well. Okay, dead relationships, dead connections, okay, one-sided friendships and one-sided lovers. Okay, some of you are lopsided lovers. Some of you deal with people who just take and they never have anything to give you in return, and that leaves you drained. So it's time for you to establish boundaries against the people who hurt you. It's time for you to cut off people who have hurt you. How about that? Block that person. Delete that thread. Delete those messages. Delete those pictures. Fully rid yourself of anything that makes you question yourself or your worth. Okay, you are dealing with somebody who is, some of you are dealing with somebody who is cheating on you. Some of you are dealing with somebody, you're dealing with a friend group who is very toxic and very sneaky and very conniving. If you think somebody is being shady towards you, they are. So what is this internal conflict you have with letting them go? Who cares how long you've been friends with them? Who cares how many years y'all have invested into this relationship or into these friendships or into that job or into that, you know, project? If things aren't working out for you, it's time to release it. It's time to let it go. It's time to start fresh. It's time to start anew, and don't be afraid to do that. It doesn't mean that you failed. It means that it's time to do something else. It means that it's time to try a new way. It's time to try a new route. It's time to trust God and go with the flow and go down the path of least resistance, okay? But stop beating yourself up. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop expecting perfection out of you, because it just doesn't exist, my darling. But the people who are meant to be your soul tribe, the people who are going to love you and understand you for you, the people that you're not going to have to question, that is what you need and who you need to focus on at this time. It says stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop, okay? Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. And that bitch pretty much sums up exactly everything that I've been saying, okay? Stop trying to force people to be in your life that don't even deserve to be in your presence. Okay, and that's friends, lovers, family, whoever it applies. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking alone time, and you know why. Yes, you need to spend some time alone. You need to learn how to love your own solitude. I feel like a lot of the times, and in solitude, that's when you're going to find the self-love. That's when you're going to have the capacity to love others, when you love yourself first. So you don't spend enough time alone. You don't spend enough time in solitude, in prayer, and meditation. It's time to really get to know yourself and love yourself, even the parts that you don't want to speak out loud. Okay? You need a good fucking cry. Get that ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. And like I said, some of you are really going through it, and you have a hard time being vulnerable, and you have a hard time allowing emotions to even have their way, because you try to be perfect. You try to be on all the time, and that's just not possible. You're a human being, okay? You have emotions, you feel, and the only way that you're going to heal is if you take the time and feel, and stop trying to go out and hang with people who don't even fuck with you like that for real. You know, trying to forget, trying to, you know, create any outside noise, and so you don't have to deal with yourself and your own issues. Okay? Stop hanging out with people who, when you're going through it, are nowhere to be found. Okay? You are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Okay? So, yes, this is a rough transition, but if you weren't built for it, you wouldn't have to deal with it in the first place. So, God wouldn't give you anything more than you can bear. So, yeah, this transition is tough. Leaving people in the past is tough. Getting over your own fear, getting over your own perfectionism is tough. But if you were not able to do it, then you wouldn't be going through it. Bars. Okay? So that is my Virgo message for this month. But this is timeless, so whenever you see it, you're supposed to. If you would like to book a personal with me, you can email me or DM me. Okay, my email is linked down below as well. If you would like to tip for the energy exchange, the information is in the description as well. Don't forget to drink your water, grow your edges, and mind your business. Peace out.